Damn. I'm on probation. Nothing can happen to me.
Drummer Tommy Lee and his ex-wife, Pamela Anderson, has drawn attention away from Lee's band, Mötley Crüe. However, as David Adelson found out during a trip to the Midwest, the guys are still rocking harder than ever. David is back with his T-shirt from his journey and is in the newsroom to tell us all about it. Hi, David.
Well, hey, Gina. Now, in the first of this two-part report, we showed you how Tommy Lee is dealing with life after jail and after his wife, Pamela. But there's another story here. It's about four guys who are still banging heads almost 20 years after they started. Now, while folks in New York and Los Angeles may be preoccupied with the latest musical trend, it takes a journey to Cincinnati to prove conclusively that Mötley Crüe still rocks, dude. Here's this week's music news. They are veterans of metal. Since 1981, they've experienced highs and lows, weathering the musical fads and selling millions along the way.
And we're never in. Never. We started on the out, and we're still on the out. That's just the way it is.
Now Mötley Crüe is back with a new greatest hits package, which is the first release on their Motley record label. After almost 20 years with a major record company, the guys are definitely prepared to be music executives.
We know all the horror stories about how the artists can't get enough to take out the advertisement for the new record, but the CEO is in the Bahamas with 4 chicks and a pound of cocaine, but we have the drug problem.
And anyone who thinks Mötley Crüe is over is either out of touch or has been spending too much time in New York or LA. Indeed, if the public's musical taste is best gauged in the malls of middle America, then Mötley Crüe should be very happy with what happened today at the Forest Fair Mall outside of Cincinnati.
How you guys doing? How you doing?
We're old school, Cincinnati. We still love the boys from the 80s.
Cincinnati ain't posers, man. Cincinnati stays loyal to their people, you know. We don't bandwagon jump.
They're just really the meat and potatoes rock and roll people.
Indeed, you'd be hard-pressed to find better rock fans than the folks in Cincinnati. Of course, to qualify, first you must pass the obligatory screaming test. And you've got to use the obligatory profanity.
The Crue, yeah, Crue!
Rock anybody else doesn't like it?
Wild women.
And of course, you can't just be interested in the music. If you could have your ideal time with Tommy Lee, what would happen?
Everything in the book. Everything you can imagine, baby.
And so Mötley Crüe continues to play to its fan base, the real rockers of mid-America. After everything the band has been through over the past 17 years, there's nothing else they'd rather be doing.
What else could happen to us?
You know, don't say that. Oh, damn. I'm on probation. Nothing can happen to me. If anything even looks like it's going to happen, I'm running.
All right, the Crüe will be on the road through December. Their greatest hits album hit stores last Tuesday. Gina.
You know, David, the Crüe has always been known as bad boys. What do you think? Are they going to stay out of trouble this time?
Well, I wouldn't bet the farm on it. Those boys like to have fun, and there's a whole lot of opportunity for them to have fun on the road. After only spending a couple days when this old boy is tired, I don't know how you did it, Gina. You're groupie all those years. Didn't you get tired?